Welcome to Game Chat, where Connor and I talk about the latest game news and technology news. It's just as soon as I logged in, my thing died. In today's game news, we are talking about the gaming awards. Luna, PCs can claim almost $300 worth of free games, including AAA exclusives. Final Fantasy 18 remake launches. No, 17 remake launches on Switch 2. Early play for free now. Last of Us co-director slams the use of generative AI in gaming. Upcoming indie games for 2025 beyond. New games for 2026 and beyond. And best game releases for PS5, Xbox, PC, Switch, and more. So buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride because Game Chat starts now. Hey, Connor, how's it going over here?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little jealous of your hat there.
Well, we can steal one over there. There's the elf hat over there up on the television if you want to grab it.
If I do.
All right, as he gets it on there, puts it on. What are we playing? What I'm playing this week is the same as last week. You know, the usual Fortnite simulator and Supermarket Simulator and all that. And that's pretty much what I've been playing, same as last week. What's up? Anything new with you?
Same old, same old. Well, I'm just doing some more archipelago testing, as always, since, I've scheduled, the archipelago plan I said was gonna go on yesterday, but, the software had like a service update and, had to delay it a day just to make sure everyone's up to date.
So
it's going to be happening.
Don't you just love that?
It's going to be happening tonight, hopefully. But yeah, the other night I was just practicing Archipelago, like just doing a practice game just to see how
what
it
is
works.
Archipelago?
Oh, well, I already explained this last week, but it's a randomizer.
It's that randomizer thing.
It's the multi-game, multi-world randomizer thing I talked about. So I was doing a practice game with Kingdom Hearts 2, and for the first time I was also doing Super Smash Bros. Melee, because that's like a fairly recent one.
Now, do you have to own these games?
Well, yeah, you kind of have to.
You
just need you need to be able to provide the files and all that to be able to.
You had to have a legit copy of these games, and then you just put the randomizer sits on top of them. Overlays on top of them.
A legit copy of the game, so they can provide a patch file to be able to play it through an emulator, because you need to connect to the internet.
Yeah.
GameCube can't do that, but anyway, it was my practice game of first time with Smash Bros. Melee, and it was a disaster. So long story short, I got stuck playing only as Bowser. I had no other game modes unlocked, and I had to basically grind forever just to get anything, and it wasn't giving me anything, and I just kind of quit after 2 hours.
I would too.
Yeah, not my finest introduction to randomized Smash Brothers, but hey, it's not going to be the game I'm going with for this AP event tonight, or if it's still going on. But yeah, I'm excited to get along with some friends and introduce them to Archipelago, and hopefully this can be like a monthly thing that goes on the Discord server. But let me not raise my hopes up too high, since
who knows?
Busy.
Maybe people get caught onto it, and maybe it would be a random event, just like our esports every Sunday or whenever you guys want to do it.
Yeah, but
throughout the winter.
Yeah, but since it's a lot of games and a lot of people being involved, it does take a little while.
It does.
I'd say with if we had 4 or 5 people all involved with their own games, like an Archipelago randomizer, it tends to take about a week, assuming that they're sitting down to play their game every day.
Yeah, well, week's good.
Yeah, so that's why I want to make it a monthly thing. But
Yeah.
again, let me not get too over ambitious since I need
Oh,
to.
go over, get all the over ambitious as you want
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
It's your-
Ambition is what we like here in game chat, right?
Oh yeah, this is the whole point of the game is to get ambitious.
Yeah, get ambitious for stuff like announcements at the Game Rewards.
Yeah, we'll
Eh,
get.
eh, eh.
Yeah, after trivia here.
Oh, right.
Our trivia question of last week was 2017 Guerrilla games published on PS4 that featured Alo Battle Giants machines with her bow and struggled to find her path. Is what Zero Dawn also where is the earth and sky appeared to touch? Now, if you were in the chat, you caught that I gave the wrong answer.
The wrong answer?
Yeah, I put in chat line morning because the answer was
That's Horizon.
Horizon
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Dawn. Exactly, Horizon Zero Dawn. It should have been line Infinity Dawn, morning, but I didn't think of it. All right, this week's question, which will be answered New Year after the New Year, answered. Harry must collect treasures, including gold and diamonds and money, without landing in quicksand or falling into the ground. And what 1982 Atari with exclamation point in the title? And
That's an old one.
That's an old one, and I knew this one before I even read the answer. So wait to comments, write it in the comments, and yeah.
And while you're down there, I just want to ask too, like, what are your gaming plans coming into the next year? Like your New Year's resolutions for gaming. Like, do you got any like new games you're looking forward to play? Like, I'm sure we would love to hear that too.
Yeah, we would. We'd love to hear what new games you would love to be playing coming next year. So let's move on to our news topics. Right off the bat, he'd already jumped it, so let's go. The Gaming Awards, or as I like to call them, the biggest teaser between few game awards. Because 3/4 of the Gaming Awards last week was all trailers. It was nothing but games that came with a little bit of awards threw it into it.
Yeah, it's really less of like an award show and more like it's basically E3 in disguise.
Yeah, it was basically E3 in disguise. It was just basically saying, "Hey, look at all these neat games coming out."
Look at all these games that you're so excited for. But there was one game that people were anticipating that didn't make an appearance.
Yeah, the absence of one Bethesda title at the Game Awards has left fans massive disappointment. It was Starfield, and I played Starfield. It was pretty good. I was surprised it didn't make the awards, but yeah, they were wondering where the heck is Starfield, and according to this article, they still don't know where happened to Starfield. It's just maybe they overshot it, and maybe they didn't really think it was worth the award. But anyways, moving on. The other stories of Game Awards were. Let me get that article up.
You read through that one a little quickly.
Oh, it was just basically Starfield. Fine.
I mean, I can take a look right here, like the first few sentences. Starfield fans are beginning to lose hope that the space RPG will ever receive another major update or second DLC after Bethesda's no-show at the Game Awards last week. While the studio never promised to make any reveals or announcements at the awards ceremony, it has previously stated that news surrounding Starfield will be shared by the end of the year. As the Game Awards was the final and best opportunity to live up to that promise, many were eagerly waiting to see the controversial title make an appearance. And, well, I guess it just seems like they got excited over something that wasn't guaranteed anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't guaranteed, and I'm thinking maybe Starfield might be turning into like GTA 6. Oh, are we going to get it? No, we're not. Are we going to
Well,
get it?
I
No.
don't know how well that game's doing. Maybe it will receive an update. Maybe it not. Either way, I'm not too involved in it, so I don't really mind what happens.
Yeah, I don't mind. Starfield, like I said, it was a nice game. My computer just couldn't handle it, so I gave up trying to play it. And then when I went to Xbox, I just lost all interest. But here it is, the game show. Who would call it? We did. We called it.
Everyone called it. I
Everyone
think.
called it. Expedition 33 swept. I mean, completely swept. Every single category they were nominated for. I mean, completely, including Game of the Year. And yes, it was a lot. It was worth it. Definitely worth that winning the Game of the Year because it's a good game.
Yeah, and it's something I just give you a little preview. Like it's something I'm definitely going to be having to catch up on for the New Year's.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there. Our experts sitting outside the door there, but I'm not going to go there. Was a recent releasing, like I said, it was 3/4 E3, so there was some interesting games released. One of them that I personally wouldn't mind playing is Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. Now, they saying that it's just like the Knights of Old Republic, and I played it, and that's the only RPG game I would ever play. Any of them. I just can't stand all the other ones like Warcraft and all that, but because it's Star Wars, I give it a little more leeway.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Knights of Old Republic, it's an excellent game if you're into Star Wars. See, a lot of my stuff's not popping. Oh, some games are not even worth it. You know, like Covenant of the Chicken Foot, Leon Kennedy will be in Resident Evil Requiem, and you got one more character. You got two characters now in Resident Evil Requiem. That's going to be a good game.
Sequel to Control has been announced for next year.
Oh yeah, that's another good one I wanted to go see. I want to go play, and count it, guys. We're getting two, not one, but two Tomb Raider games. They're doing the remake of the very first game, Legacy of Atlantis.
I don't think Legacy of Atlantis is the first Tomb Raider game, but okay.
Or was it a sequel called Callus? One of them was they were doing a remake of the very first.
No, that one was before. A remake called Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis and sequel called Tomb Raider. I gotta check the context in that.
Catalyst.
Catalyst. I don't remember. I don't remember Legacy of Atlantis being a thing in any Lara Croft game, but I haven't been paying much attention of them.
Neither have I. Catalyst has been revealed at 26-27. No Law, that looks like another one. It's a cyberpunk type of game. That looks like it's going to be a good one. My PS5 exclusive Zero has been delayed until April.
Bradley the Badger.
Bradley the Badger. That one looks like kind of like Sly Fox. It's like Sly the Kite Raccoon, from PlayStation and all of them. Here's another one, Star Wars Galaxy Racer. It's pod racing at your best, which is great. I love to try that.
Yeah.
And then for you Mega Man fans, you are getting a new game called Dual Override. It's a side-scroller type of deal like the original Mega Man. And a whole bunch of original Mega Man with all the original villains and all that. That's coming in 2027.
And among other headlines, which I'll try to read through these relatively quickly. Free Shepherd 2027 indie
which
game.
is I didn't find, sorry to interrupt, but I didn't realize, but that's a Burlington, Vermont game.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Free Shepherd?
Yeah, their company that made it is right here, headquartered in Burlington, Vermont.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I did not know that until I was watching the games, and she said from Burlington, Vermont. I had written it down, the company.
It's like, I can't believe it. Vermont's getting some representation in the gaming space.
Well, this is another thing though. They were mentioning that at least 25 to 30% of the games were from indie.
Yeah, indie games. They're indie games.
Yeah.
Independent
Games, which means the independent game culture is very getting up there.
Yeah, like, a lot of indie games right here, such as like going down the list, which is taking up my entire screen, by the way. Decrypt. I'm not sure if these all are indie games, but they're games. Audio Mech, Guild Wars 2, Escape from Duckov is getting an update. Like Harkov. Wait, I can't remember what the actual name is. Like Darkov. I remember Duckov better than like the actual game it's based off of. Someone help me. Pragmata's coming to Switch 2. Celesta, Tank Rat, Stupid Never Dies, South of
Both
Midnight.
of them look kind of silly.
Yeah, Capcom's putting up on a sale. Toxic Commando by John Carpenter. Four Loop by the Left 4 Dead creator Mike Ruth. Untitled, Angel of Delusions. 2XKO, Order of the Sinking Star, Warlock, Dungeons and Dragons with Throne of the Coast game, some anime-inspired games, Screamer, Street Fighter movie is coming out.
Yep.
Didn't they do one of those like back in the 90s and it?
Yeah, and it flopped.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to happen again.
Yeah.
Force 3 was announced. Force are so good that they announced 2 sequels.
Yep.
Got a lot of them around here. Invincible Versus, Orbital, Diablo 4, Marvel Rivals Season 6, 7 Deadly Sins, and like there's a lot of stuff that happened.
Yeah,
Way too much to unpackage in just our 1 hour block here.
Phasmophobia
Phasmophobia
is coming to Switch 2, which is, if you ever played that, that's a pretty good game. It's an excellent game for VR, because what it is it's kind of like Ghost Hunters beats video game.
Yeah, it's an immersive horror game. I think it's like one of the first like horror games to make use of proximity chat. So
Yep.
you hear people in game, and of course, if they die in the game, you just don't hear from them anymore because they're dead.
Yeah.
And it really does sell the horror very well.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. I've seen quite a few of my streamer friends get the, out of them, scared out of them.
Yeah, it's
Ace Combat, Wings of Thieves is coming. No, that was the series I thought was already gone. Ace Combat. I didn't know they were still trying to keep that going.
I didn't know they have 7 other one of them.
Yeah.
Stop motion co-op game Out of Words.
Words, that looked like it was a fun game.
Phantom Blade 0 coming out on September 9th. And High Guard is coming from Wild Light Entertainment on January 26th. Free-to-play PvP raid shooter. And I only saw a glimpse of it, but apparently some people are comparing it to Concord for some reason. I don't know much about it, but hopefully it's not as bad as Concord.
No, another one I would love to check out was Dispatch.
Oh yeah.
Have you checked that one out?
Yeah. My brother has that game. Seemingly everyone has that game, but like Telltale, like story-based games like that aren't my go-to.
Oh, it's a story based. It's kind of like back in the old days when I was a kid. We had those choose your own venture books.
Oh yeah, I think I picked out one of them, like just out of curiosity.
Those were my favorite choose your own venture books.
Yeah, like it's like such an ambitious idea having like the choose your own adventure series. It's just that for the one book I read, it just feels like it just kind of ends really quickly. Like I make 2 decisions and then oh look, the world died, game over.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. Like that's like literally one of the endings I had in like my book. It was just like it was like my characters went to talk to some like nuclear, like some manager like a nuclear dump, and then it's like they were just like down because of like some unspeakable horror that we weren't talking about, and then it's just like flip to this page, and I did, and then it says nuclear fallout killed the whole world. So yeah, that's fun.
That was fun. And then you go back through, redo it, the different adventure.
Yeah, like a lot of anticlimactic endings, but some of them are pretty good. So I guess it's a mixed bag, but I think like Dispatch needs to be more like, again, like those telltale games where it's just like your choices don't seem to impact the story too much. It's like it's mostly just linear.
Yeah, mostly linear. And also, something came out of that I got a little interested in, and I chucked it out, called Luna, which is a great, if you're an Amazon Prime member, it is free. And Luna is basically their streaming service.
Oh, game streaming.
But you go, great game streaming? Wait till you see the games they get on there. They got Fortnite. They got Hogwarts Legacy. They got Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, Angry Birds. Lot of. Oh, come on. I got to log into my account here. A lot of other games, like mostly family-friend games, and the quality of the streaming is pretty good. I think it's worth checking it out. If at least it's something for free.
Yeah, and we got a little leak here. Like we got another leak in the bucket from this title from this title from I can't see the website. Oh yeah, Gaming Bible. PC gamers can claim almost $300 of free games this December. AAA games included. Yeah, this is like a leaked info of a potential thing happening, which might not actually be happening because, as leaks would have it, they cover it up and change plans because everyone just sees it coming now. But yeah, according to this leak, potential games that could be part of this this deal, this free game giveaway deal, would be highlights include Terraria, Mortal Kombat 11, and a bunch of other games I'm not super familiar with. So,
all right, it's Jurassic World Evolutionary 2 on the 18th, Desperado on the 3rd on the 19th, all the way down to Chicken Police.
Painted Red. What is that game?
I have never heard of that one.
Loop Hero, Lego Batman, that I heard of. Commander Keen, I heard of that
I've heard it and played it. Not a good game. Farm Sims 22. All the way down to Detroit Becomes Human. Now, Detroit Becomes Human, if this is true on the 29th, somebody over here is going to get it.
You're looking at them right here.
Yes, because I've actually played that game. And it's another choose-your-own-venture game.
Yeah, I can see your tastes.
And it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and then the actual bottom of the list is Red Dead Redemption 2 at the very end of December.
It is worth the list. It's worth the pinch of salt, and waiting to see either or not Epic Games will confirm it itself. But yeah,
Pop-up ads I can't see. Yeah, so nothing confirmed. So
nothing confirmed.
Yeah, don't get too hyped up just yet, folks, because we don't know if this is actually happening.
Well, we'll see tomorrow if we get Jurassic World Evolutionary 2. Yay!
Right. Next down on the list, we're going through this pretty quickly. Hope might run out of content this show. All right, so
well,
thank goodness I got my phone up here so I can pull up these things too. Yeah.
Final Fantasy, was it 17? Remake.
It's 7. If there was an X, it would be 17.
Oh, 7, excuse me.
7. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Remake launches on Switch 2 early. So,
yeah,
that's another way to play that.
It launches early on, but it's demo. So yeah, we can demoize it, or you can play it free on the demo. Which it's on Switch 2. It's just we've been waiting for it on Switch 2. So
Yeah, so if you haven't got on to the Final Fantasy VII Remake train, well, here's another platform to enjoy it on. And on a very recent console, too, if you have it.
yeah, a lot of people now have it.
Yeah, well, and a lot more people will be having it thanks to the holidays coming up.
Holiday coming up. Yep.
Yeah. You can thank these jolly fellows, well, not us jolly fellows, but the jolly fellows we imply wearing these hats. You can thank them for giving it to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Santa is a real gamer, as we all know.
Mm-hmm. Just watched last night's funny call-in here on the studio.
Yeah.
All right, let's just Last of Us co-director, which is, by the way, their Last of Us was also nominated and did not win for the awards. The awards basically were...
Oh, yeah. Do we have a thing on here for the rewards? Like all the rewards in the...
Yeah,
the game?
I thought we did.
Well, we probably should go pull that up right now, because I'm sure a lot of people want to know, like, what are the rewards? Who won what? Besides, the obvious, what else happened besides the Claire Obscura?
All right, I'm pulling it up. Let me see.
All
Good
right.
in game was it?
I am dying of anticipation. So,
This will show it. All right, the best where the big wins took place tonight, and
yeah, it's a
this
delicious.
is an old one. This is an old article, but they'll work. The Game of the Year nominees were Expedition 33, Death Strand 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knights, and Kingdom Come. The winner was Expedition
Obscura.
33.
Wait, is it Claire Obscura in that title, or is it?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
It's clear. Expedition 33.
Okay, let me pull that up just on topic Game Awards.
Best game direction were Expedition 33, Death Strand 2, Ghost of Yoti, which is a Japanese anime, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Let me give you a big hint. I already said the answer because, like I said, Expedition 33. Expedition 33 pretty much swept the whole night. The best adaptation, Minecraft the movie, Devil May Cry, The Last of Us Season 2, Splinter Cell, Death Watch, Until Dawn. Okay. Last of Us Season 2 won for the best adaptation.
Adaptation. Okay, I'm on the actual website, so I can read off there. Okay, just make sure I'm on the same page.
Narrative.
Narrative. You guessed it. It was also Claire Obscura.
It was Expedition 33, Death Strand 2, Ghost of UT, Kingdom Come, and Silent Hill F. Expedition 33 took that one.
Okay, I don't think we need to read all these nominees. Do the nominees matter? Did the nominees matter if they didn't win?
Best art direction was Expedition 33. Fine. Best score and music, Expedition 33.
I didn't see that one at first.
Best audio design,
Battlefield 6,
which is surprising.
Yeah.
Best performance was Jennifer English from Expedition 33.
Half of these actors are from Expedition 33.
Actually, every single one of them was from Expedition 33.
No, on the site I'm on, it was like 3 of them were.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not on the same website, clearly. Innovation and accessibility. Doom of the Dark Ages.
Doom of the Dark Ages, which is surprising me, but it was actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good game.
I mean, not the category I expect Doom to win, but I mean, hey, it won something.
Game of Impact, South of Midnight.
Wow, we're in perfect sync.
Yep.
Okay, what's next?
Best ongoing game, No Man's Sky.
Take that, Fortnite. You didn't win for once.
Yes. Best community support, Boulder Gate 3.
Best independent
Min-
game. I don't need to say it.
We don't need to say Expedition 33.
Best debut indie game. Again, same answer.
Expedition 33.
Best mobile game. Just kidding. It was some
Yumasumi Pretty
Derby.
Derby.
The horse anime girl game. That's the game that won for that category.
Yeah, the anime game.
Yeah, that I don't know Japanese. Best AR/VR. The Midnight Walk by Fast Travel Games. That one looks interesting.
Best action game was Hades 2. Silk Song won for best action adventure game.
Best RPG, another one for Expedition 33. The trophies just keep stacking. Best fighting game, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Which I'm surprised 2XKO didn't win. And the best family game was your Donkey Kong.
My Donkey Kong. Rip Sonic. His one chance is fame, and he didn't get it.
Best sim and strategy game with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Sports game, Mario Kart World. Again, Sonic gets robbed. I'm not biased. I just want Sonic to win something.
Best multiplayer, Ark Raiders, which I haven't played, but I want to play it.
I keep hearing things about it, but I haven't looked at that. Best adaptation.
Best expected game was GTA 6.
Most anticipated game. I still don't get this category.
No.
Content creator of the year, Moist Critical.
Yep.
Why is he here? I don't know. Does he play video games? Doesn't he just talk stuff all the time? I don't know. Who am I to judge? Best esports game, Counter-Strike 2. I mean, better than League of Legends, I guess.
Best esports athlete, Shavy.
Hang Hee Hoon, or it's definitely not how you're supposed to pronounce that.
Best esports team, Mr. Squid. Oh, sorry. Team Valerie Counter.
Team Vitality.
Vitality Counter-Strike.
I'm probably speaking a little loud. Player's Choice, Wuthering Waves. That's probably a more obscure one.
Who was Game Changers and all that stuff.
And that's all the categories on my side. So.
Yeah, well, that was the winners. So, anyways, among the winners, this is leading it into Last of Us Season 2, is the co-director is basically slamming the whole idea of AI into game development. According to this article on Game Rat, the co-director of Last of Us has opened up about generative AI and used in game development, and he's not a fan. Last of Us co-director, latest game developer, discussed the subject of AI in its place or lack thereof in game development.
Yeah, later down the article it says Bruce Straley, who served as co-director on the original Last of Us, has shared his opinions about AI and its place in game development. Speaking of Polygon, he described AI as a snake eating its own tail, Ouroboros, if you know that. Can't grow or think, it merely mimics what it was trained on. Straley clearly appreciates art that comes from an artist rather than a machine, saying that I like art that has chips and flaws. It has imperfections. That's the cool stuff about art. Yeah, so more stories about AI art as it takes precedence in the industry, and
and like I keep saying, my personal opinion is, and I've always said it, is AI is great as a tool, but we just need to watch how much of it we use to how quickly we use it type of deal.
Yeah, it always has rooms to grow, but of course my unchanging take of AI, and I'm going to keep it brief because this is a gaming show, not a tech show. Well, I
guess technically both.
Technically both, but I like to talk more about video games because I'm more gamey than tech, but yeah, like AI, not much room for AI in the creative space because, AI is not creative. It only knows how to copy what it sees. It doesn't make interpretations of it.
Exactly.
Like if you want creative art design and anything, just stick with humans. Like, simply put, just stick with real people.
And well, AI is great, like I said, for video game developing because you can use as character developers, but not as voice overs and stuff like that.
Like I guess maybe it could definitely like speed up like coding and stuff, but I assume like just like art, it's still like not perfect.
No, it's not. We ain't there yet where you can get the perfect AI out there, and that's what he's saying. This guy from Last of Us is saying is that it's not perfect yet. So why are we using it?
Yeah.
Wait till we get it more perfect, then start using it as a tool.
Yeah. And all this AI stuff makes me think. Like I'm a fan of Plants vs Zombies, and like they had like the remake like Replanted that came out recently. Like I think that's another like example of just like AI misuse in gaming, because I think from what I remember hearing about, like that game had like a very short like development cycle, like only like 6 months or something, and that's because they expedited a lot of the development using AI, and it ultimately kind of didn't work so well because the AI just it sped things up a lot, but it ultimately just kind of created more problems than it really solved. The game was like not in the like such a far cry from like the state it was like back when it was just the old PC port in like 2009 or something.
Yeah.
Why did I say PC port? It was already on PC, but yeah, and like the art assets in that game, like people say it's like AI generated, but really it's just AI upscaled. Like we already like AI upscaled has already been a thing for a little while. It's just that the implementation in the game, like if you really know how these like sprites are supposed to look, is very shoddy, very not great.
No, there's supposed to be little tiny little spots of pixels.
Yeah, it's just like like every sprite, a lot of the sprites in the game had like outlines, like very defined outlines, and like the outline treatment get like really inconsistent, like really like poor looking, upscaled, and whole thing's a mess. And I don't really support that game as like representation of the Plants vs Zombies franchise, but well, that's a whole another matter for another time, because that franchise has just been on the rocks for like the past 5 years.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, also Stanley, who left Naughty Dog, which is one of the one of the top leading game developers, and is currently working on a new game, Covenant of Chickenfoot, which I've seen it, also expressed frustration at generative AI getting mixed with gaming and traditional sense of the term. In his new game, programming is set up so that the main character campaign learns about how the player acts. However, it doesn't make us make use of the machine learning of the LLMs at all, which is now that's a term that has not become closely tied exclusively to LLMs and generative AI, which
LLMs like large. It's like large language machine, or it's like language learning machine, or
I think language
something
learning
along
machines,
those lines.
like Chat GPT and
yeah, it's just like that's what I mean when I say like AI. It's just mostly just spouts things that it already knows, because it just seeks. It's kind of like a search engine. It seeks out information like words related to like an input, and then just kind of just regurgitates it. Like that's kind of what an LLM does. I think I don't know so much about this AI stuff.
When it comes to Chat GT and all that, I need to learn more about it. I need to get back up to date on the modern day technology. I'm starting to slack on the AI stuff. I need to learn more and get more into it and learn more.
I'm always behind on this AI stuff because I'm just so afraid to learn about it.
Well, it's not. Well, I'm not, because I'm a coder too. So I mean, it's website coder, and I need to learn it.
Yeah. I don't know much about coding. I tried my hand at coding at Scratch, and I didn't go much further than there.
You just got to be. You just You have to go for it. Don't have to be afraid of it. You know, a lot of people are just afraid that, oh my God, I'm going to screw this up. You know, there's always delete key.
Yep.
Cut, copy, and paste is always your friend. You screw something up, cut, copy, and paste it. There you go.
Works every time.
Works every time.
Yeah, so yeah, some not so great stuff regarding there, but let's get on to something that's a little bit more exciting, and that's thinking about the new year. And not so much about like reservations or staying up to midnight, but like the games that is going to be coming out next year.
Yeah, let's go move on to the upcoming indie games and everything else.
Yeah, so here's a list from GameRadar.com of like a bunch of, first off, indie games that might pique your interest coming in to like coming out at the last of this month. And starting off this list, we already have a banger,
Drywall Eating Simulator.
Yay!
Okay, is this like that little circle where you run around and eat things? Let's see. Everyone has different ways of relieving stress in a comical adventure. Drywall Eating Simulator from the developers of
Peripheral Playbox.
Peripheral Playbox. Thank you.
Yeah.
You will bite your way through walls. Yes, and yes, the new physics beyond 3D ventures sees you get stuck into a corporate world. When things get tough, you can go eat some drywall.
Yeah, that's just a citation directly from the website, not his words, just full disclosure. And then going down this list, it's a big list, so this is gonna keep us talking for a while. Maybe we might find something interesting for us here. We have the next game called Dogpile.
If you ever played playing that game with your brothers and sisters, now we got a game for you to play.
Yeah. So this kind of this reminds me of that like Suskia game, like like it's like a match merging kind of game, like with a fruit. But this one's just like with dogs.
Well, let's read what this thing says. It also says basically it's Tetris, guys.
It's not like Tetris. Dogpile is delightfully colorful, and it's a delightfully colorful upcoming roguelike deck builder. Oh, that's another common keywords coming up: roguelike and deck builder. Seeing those a lot from Studio Folly, Toot Games, and Foot that features a lot of, as the name of the game applies, dogs. It's about merging cute dogs into bigger dogs in a Tetris-like setup where placement is key. Every dog has their own traits, and as you build up your collection of canines, you'll set out to create the biggest dog possible.
Oh, so yeah, it is. It's like, what is it, 1,000 or something like that? You got smaller fruit, hooks into smaller fruit, makes a bigger fruit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, classic merge formula.
Merge, yeah, it's merging.
Yeah.
He's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and then keep going down. Like we'll try not to read every one of these game
Milo.
things. Mio, I think that's an I. Yeah, it's an I. Mio, Memories in Orbit, Metrovania.
Replaced.
It's another cyberpunk-looking kind of game.
Yeah, let me see. Well, it doesn't have anything for it. Yeah, it does. From the developer Setcat, 2D sci-fi action performer sets into retro futuristic alter takes on the 1980s pixelated world who takes on role of Reach or AI that is trapped in a human Phoenix City.
Said to be a mix of cinematic platforming and free flow action. Certainly looks as stylish as it sounds intriguing. Yeah, I bet Alan's gonna have a ball trying to get all this gameplay footage or screenshots up in editing. You hear that? You're gonna have some fun tonight. And then Mouse PI for Hire. This definitely looks to be one of those games. Like everyone knows about the whole Steamboat Willie cartoon being made open to the public like a couple years ago, and this is looks like to be another one of those games that like are clearly capitalizing off of that. So
it's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, it looks a lot like it's a first-person shooter with a 1930s aesthetic.
Yeah.
First-person shooter with a big bad band. There's an N in there. Jazz soundtrack that take the role as private investigator Mouse Jack Pepper in the setting of Mouseburg. Yep. So
You'll take on gangs, crooked cops, and find the clues to solve a missing person case that soon spirals into wild conspiracy.
Ooh.
Here's another side fighter.
I know this one. I know this. Let me take control of this. So.
Oh, you know this one, Slay the Spire.
Yeah, Slay the Spire 2. I played the original. I liked it. So I'm not sure if it's one of those. I hesitate to call it one of the original roguelike deck builders, but it was like the first one I played. Yeah, so yeah, and the sequel's coming out March 2026. I remember when this game was announced, when they were so confident and it was going to come out this year, that like they did a joke in like the reveal trailer where it's like they showed like the date 2025, the 5 fades out, and then it fades back in. Like they were that level of confident that it was going to come out.
25? No, it'll be 26. No, it'll be 25.
Yeah, they unfortunately had to delay that because, well, games, they take a while. They take a while to make, especially when you're independent. So yeah, like all those Slay the Spire fans that like building up your relic collection, getting your deck all sized up. Well, the sequel's coming out March of this coming year. New Slayers, events of enemies, treasures, and bosses to face. It's great. And then
I'm scrolling down. I did a mixtape. It's a new nature venture from Artful Escape developer Beethoven and Dinosaurs Describe. The musical retrospective of the story follows a group of friends that head to a party of their last night together. As they make their way, you be taken through musical influence reenactment of their formative memories. And then Over the Hill, which is an open world driving game venture. Over Hill lets you get behind the wheel of cars from the 60s through the 80s, and you can simply enjoy driving around the landscape to explore playing with your pals together, overcoming challenges. Final sentence is a battle royale experience. Like, we need more battle royales out there, but here's another one, folks. Wonderful experience with difference in any typing game. Oh, it's a typing game.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. I took a peek at that. It's basically an edutainment typing game, but it's a battle royale where if you're not a good enough typer.
It's one of those games that will teach you keyboard typing.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, we really needed that successor to Typing of the Dead.
Yeah, that's a
real flashback. And
yeah,
sorry, I was just chuckling at this game right here because the concept is like making me laugh. So it's called Dench Attack, and it's basically think Tony Hawk, but instead of like doing all these sick tricks on a skateboard, you're driving a train. You're doing skateboard tricks with a train.
Really?
Yeah, gravity-fying train. I don't think I need to say any more on that. It's just like, Tony Hawk fans, get this whenever it comes out. I bet you'll love it.
Yeah. Oh, this one, yes, the Dench Attack.
Yeah, and another one I found interested is Spirit Crossing. It's like sometime 2026, no specific date. MMO game that takes place between, as it says here, a realm that sits between the human and spirit worlds, and make yourself home in shared, ever-changing landscapes, gather flowers, take part in fishing tournaments, and help you, I'm reading in the right order here, and interact with others in various ways as you help out lost spirits. So, kind of just feels like Animal Crossing with like the cozy vibes, but I don't know, something about the screenshot. It's giving me a classic old Studio Ghibli. Yeah. I mean, it's because Studio Ghibli is a little not generic, but that's like the thing I think of. It's definitely very Eastern? No, I'm getting my directions messed up. No, West is Japanese inspired. Yeah, I'll just say Japanese inspired. West is that way, right?
West, yeah, it's Western.
Yeah, West is right. I believe. And
That way. West. But as you said, well, I can't remember my directions. I gotta look up on a compass which way is north from here.
yeah,
Let me
well,
think.
yeah.
Canada's that way, so yeah.
yeah, Canada's somewhere there. Wait, didn't I also point that way when I was saying that this was like West?
You're off. West be more like that way.
And we're so like over there. Welcome to Game Chat, where we don't know how we even got here.
Okay, well, anyways, Gecko Gods,
The
a whole
Gecko
bunch of. Oh, another Toomey.
Toem 2. Didn't know there was a Toem 1, but looks interesting.
Ooh, another cleaning game.
Wonderful. Map, a game about maps.
Okay.
So, open world game where you're playing as a cartographer, exploring islands and mapping them out. So, that just seems perfectly fit for anyone who just likes doing that most in open world games.
Ooh, we got another one, kind of like a house flipper. If you're looking for a new cozy game to add to your wish list, Hosey or Hazy might be just the answer. An upcoming sim for developer of Come On Studios sees you returning to your hometown that fade over time as you sit and restore rooms and apartments by cleaning, painting, decorating, and recapturing what was lost and bringing your memories and stories back to life.
Yeah, that's a very wholesome premise. Kind of like another unannounced game that doesn't even have a date yet, not even 2026. It's a Catchmaker, which it just seems so silly. It's a 3D adventure game from Grand Duck Games that sees you collecting bugs around an island, and it's also a dating game where you pair up the bugs. Like just like the screenshot, I think just kind of just says it all on this page. It's like a butterfly, like butterfly sitting at a table with like a pink spider over a salad, which is just like 2 leaves and like one tomato slice. Yeah, that seems like that's a cute one right there.
Let's move on
yeah, so
to
lots and lots coming up. Like
from indie
yeah, some from indie games
to PS.
to like big releases.
Yeah, big releases to like PlayStation and NS and S2. Okay, this month or next month actually, Cold Violet, Animal Crossing 2. No, Animal Crossing for Switch 2. Thank you.
Full title: Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition. It, I always joke about. Again, talking about bringing up the Kingdom Hearts stuff from last week. The other joke is just how like ridiculously long the subtitles get in those games, and Switch 2 is giving those games a competition by putting Switch 2 edition at the end of every single game now. So that's gonna be funny.
Broken Lore, Milo.
There's Mio. There's no L. Sorry, but there's just Mio, whatever.
Mio, Memories in Orbit.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors. Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, this is a really big list here. I'm just looking for highlights.
Yeah, I'm looking for highlights too. Dragon Quest.
7 Reimagined.
Mario Tennis.
Deus Ex Remastered, February 5th.
Resident Evil Village, Bio, and Requiem coming on all platforms, basically Nintendo Switches and PCs.
That Pokemon Farm Sim game.
Pokemon Pokepie.
Pokepia. Yeah, March 5th.
Crimson Desert. Desert. Well, you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh at like all your misspellings, but I'm just imagining what a Crimson Dessert would look like.
Desert.
Dessert, like.
Well, if you spell it.
It's just a thing of Crimson Jello.
Yeah, yeah. 007 First Light.
That new upcoming Lego Batman game on the 29th.
Cyros and Pargmate.
I'm sorry, Halloween the game coming out September 8th and not even in October. What?
Well, they got to get it. They got to get the games going and see if it sucks or not for the Halloween series.
Yep. And GTA 6, as we all know, November 19th, 2026. Possibly.
There should be a question mark behind that because we all know that's not coming.
Really, that should have been our question. That should have been our question of the day, asking if Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually going to come out on the day it says it
Remember,
will.
spin that wheel. Let's see when it comes out.
Yeah, and then we have
Warhammer.
and then we have this whole long list of games that like
Subnautica.
Subnautica.
Marvel, Wolverine, Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra. That one looks cool. Gear of War, E-Day. I would love to play that.
Yeah. So a lot
Fave 4.
Yeah, so whole lot of games on that list. We really don't have enough time to really even go through a fraction of them. So, yeah, so I think that's all for like the new stuff. But I think I want to like end this since this is going to be the last show of the year. Since we're going to get a little busy with all the holidays. What are you going to be doing? What is your gaming stuff you're going to be doing coming into the new year?
Pretty much what I've been doing, but as soon as I find some good new games to play, but I'll also be hitting a lot of ATS, American Truck Sim, now since the first of the year is coming up. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting the funds back where I can buy the DLCs that I need to and get them going.
Mm-hmm. Got any upcoming games you'd like to try?
Upcoming games, maybe a couple more simulators that I've been looking at, like Mall Simulator.
Yeah. What about the Star Wars games? You seem to have
Star Wars games, yes. When they come out, I'll be hitting them up.
Yeah. I don't know. If it's on Steam, maybe I might try the Star Wars racing game. I mean,
Galaxy Racer, yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, can't believe Star Wars is making a new F-Zero before Nintendo can, but well, that's what happens when you just don't do anything with your franchises. You just go other places. Yeah,
like I said, Fred's been sitting there off the corner for the last 20 years, and he hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, and my plans coming into the new year is backlog, which is never going to be zero because, as the Steam gamer, your backlog is always growing.
Yes.
You'll never finish your backlog, but yeah, so I'm probably just going to dump my Christmas money into Steam games, and then I'm going to try to spend the new year, at least the first month, playing through as much of them as possible. And hey, maybe if I get the solid state drive I'm hoping for, maybe I might be able to start streaming some of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ambitious ideas here. Me being a streamer.
I'll watch you. I'll help you set it up and watch you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got a channel. I've got a couple of videos on there. I got a couple videos out there right now. Might link to it after this episode once it airs. But yeah, I'm now that I am graduated and I have a certificate pending. I hopefully will get a lot more time to attend to my video career and managing video files because.
And that's another thing I got to do. I got to upgrade my PC's hard drive.
Yeah, I'm getting a solid state drive for my videos because they're taking up most of my space right now.
Yeah, they do. That's one thing I hate about that.
Yeah, that's the one downside. Do one thing, you're gonna need a lot more than that.
Yep, you do. Yeah. So, anyways, as always, like I said, I'm not doing much. There's nothing new ATS and maybe a few simulator games and hopefully find a few things in there. The Xbox is coming out and that might play. As always, thanks for watching and see you for New Year's. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yep.
See ya.
Yep. See you in 2026. And